Hey everybody, welcome back to the Peebs channel. Today I am hungry, and I'm specifically hungry for a place that I have constantly seen on the internet. So many different videos, YouTube shorts, etc. So many different people talking about what is supposedly the best chicken restaurant in America, Dave's Hot Chicken. I've been meaning to go here for a video for a while, but it's not particularly close to where I live, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of a road trip. We're gonna get in the car, we're gonna drive as fast as we can down to Seattle. Well, the speed limit, I mean. I'm actually a pretty slow driver, if I'm being honest. And I'm gonna order basically every item off the menu, at least to a reasonable extent. It'll be essentially every item. I'm not gonna order like a side of pickles or something. And I can't lie, I'm actually pretty excited. I wish I was there right now. In fact, whoa, hold on, what is this? Through the power, through the magic of editing? Toasty, did you edit me to be there?
All right, I found a place to park for $12 for 2 hours, so that's great. I hate coming downtown, but at least it is nice weather out today. I'm gonna try to eat in the actual restaurant if I can, but it seemed kind of small, so I don't know if I'll be able to. We'll see. If not, I'll take it back to the car. It is what it is.
All right, so I walked in. It was kind of small, though luckily I did find a little corner of the restaurant that I could record without bothering anybody. I'm always paranoid about that. And while I was waiting for my food, I saw they had free samples of the drinks, which was especially nice considering I didn't actually order any drink. At first, I thought it was a little too sweet, but about halfway through when I started eating the really spicy stuff, I was glad I had that little tiny shot glass worth of blue slushy or whatever the hell it was. Their menu is fairly simple. I mean, they have their chicken and they can put it in sandwich form or loaded French fry form, things like that. But the number one thing I was surprised by was how much food I was able to get. It was only, I say only, $40. That is a lot of money, but I did get a lot of food. And I've spent $40 at other restaurants for way less food than this. So I was actually kind of surprised at the pricing. It seemed like a pretty good deal these days. And that was after I left a tip, by the way, the $40. The food may have been cheaper than I was expecting, but add that with the expensive parking and the $4.50 gas I had to fill my car up with before I went. All this stuff really adds up. And considering I'm trying to buy a Switch 2 next month and the $80 games that they have for that freaking console, it's lucky that I have a premium subscription with today's sponsor, Rocket Money. Rocket Money is an easy-to-use finance app that helps you save more and helps you manage your money better. In fact, Rocket Money has helped its members save up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. You may ask, well, how do they do that? There's a lot of different ways, one of those being they help you delete all those unwanted subscriptions that you forgot about. With Rocket Money, you can cancel the ones that you don't want with just a few taps. In fact, Rocket Money has saved up to $500 million in canceled subscriptions. And they can even help you lower your bills. Rocket Money automatically scans your bills to find savings for you, and they can help you negotiate the best deals for things like internet, cable, and phone bills. They can help you budget, especially if you're trying to save up for something in particular. They do tons of stuff. So if you want to save more and spend less, join the over 5 million users using Rocket Money today. And you can do that by scanning the QR code on the screen or using the link in the description. So get started for free today and help support this channel in the process. Thank you so much. And thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring. The first thing I had was the cheese fries. I'm actually a sucker for cheese fries. These were not bad. They didn't have quite as much cheese as I wanted, but I did have a lot of extra, what do they just call it, Dave sauce, I think, which helped quite a bit, I think. Definitely not bad, but I guess I am kind of a snob when it comes to cheese fries. It's one of the few things that I'm like really picky about when it comes to food. I want them to be nice and crispy and hot, and there needs to be more cheese than that. That's my one thing, Dave. More cheese next time, please. Pretty good, though. I'll give the cheese fries a C-. I think that's fair. So I was a little underwhelmed right from the start, but then we had the sandwich. The Dave's Slider. This comes with the chicken, obviously. You get the sauce, pickles, and some kind of slaw. You can also pick between various different heat levels. No spice, light mild, medium, hot, extra hot, and Reaper, which I'm pretty sure has like a warning on it. I'm pretty sure for the sandwich, I just got mild. I did get a hotter chicken strip for later, though. I normally like my food spicy, but I wanted to save myself at least a little bit of heartburn. We'll keep the heartburn while I'm stranded 40 minutes away from my house too. You know, I mean, there still was some, but I was trying to keep it to the lower level. The cheese fries were just all right, but the sandwich was damn good. I did wish I had gotten it spicier though. In hindsight, it would have been a little better if it was hot, but it was still really good. That sauce is killer. I don't even know what it is. It kind of looks like the way that cane sauce looks like when people have like cups full of it and they dip their whole chicken strip inside of it. And it tastes about what I would imagine cane sauce to taste like. Also, I've never had Raising Cane's. Super good though. I found myself pouring that Dave sauce on just about everything that I was eating. I would pour just a little bit more of that sauce. And then you pour a little more, you eat something, you're like, nah, I need just a little bit more. I guess that's why they served that really large one. I was glad that I got it. The slaw on that sandwich, though, that was really good. They have freaking kale in that shit. Not just cabbage, which is good. There's actual kale. I love kale. I don't care what anybody says. I was from the South originally. People used to always say kale was a hippie food. Sign me up for the hippies then. I love kale. It's way better than like spinach and shit like that. And it's really good for you too. So I dug the slaw on there a lot. That was really, really good. And just the right amount of sweetness. And if you want a little bit more sweetness, you got the honey, which I did get some honey packets, poured it on there. It seemed a little strange at first to pour honey on something that had slaw and pickles and hot sauce, but it was really good. And it kind of paired well with the kale cabbage slaw and made it just a touch sweeter. I really like that as well. I would have eaten that entire thing up easy, but I had a lot more food left to go. The Dave's hot chicken slider, I'm definitely gonna have to put it at an S. Super tasty. Way better than anything at KFC. Trying to think, is it better? Well, I'll decide if Dave's is the best chicken sandwich place at the end, so you have to wait till that, I guess. As far as KFC though, yeah, it's better than KFC. You probably knew that before you clicked on the video though. Next, I had the loaded fries. These reminded me a lot of KFC's loaded fries. We did a 1 week KFC video not that long ago. I have no idea for sure which one of these came first, but I imagine that KFC was trying to make a sort of Dave's hot chicken loaded fry. It's just a theory though. I'm not making a legal accusation. Allegedly. Don't sue me, Colonel. And I did like those KFC loaded fries, but needless to say, and I know this is not gonna be that surprising, these were a lot better than that. I tried to eat them without a fork at first. That was getting a little bit frustrating, admittedly, because with these loaded fries, you know, you want them all kind of mixed up. You don't want to just be picking up a fry and then biting that and then pick up a pickle, biting that, biting the chicken. Once I actually managed to go get a fork, it was way better. I thought it was a little dry at first, even after I poured some of the extra sauce on top. And then about a quarter of the way through eating them, I realized all the cheese was at the bottom, which was why there was not that much cheese. Once I mixed it up with the cheese, it went from a pretty solid B to an absolute S tier. Super delicious. But yeah, I really liked these loaded fries. They were super good mixed up. They kind of look a little gross when you're eating them after they're mixed up, but that's the way you want it. It was super tasty. It was basically the only item that I ate almost all of. And the slaw in there was also really, really good. Giant piece of kale in there. It just made me feel like, hey, I may be eating this shitty, greasy, unhealthy chicken that will kill me, but there's a piece of kale in it. It just, you know, kind of lifted my spirits a little bit. Made me feel like I was doing something good. What did I have after the loaded fries? I ate so much food. I'm in like a food coma right now, or at least I would be if I didn't have to record this. I probably would have legit taken a nap. Oh yeah, I guess it was the mac and cheese next.
Oh, that is creamy as hell.
That mac and cheese was good as hell. I don't normally like mac and cheese that much, especially not at like fast food places. Again, I'm not trying to just pick on KFC here. There's a lot of other chicken restaurants, but KFC, for example, is what I think of when I think of mac and cheese that I would never waste my money on. The one kind of mac and cheese that I do sometimes like is Panera, only if you eat it with their bread. This clears both of those, especially KFC. It was so freaking creamy. Just look at this shot of how creamy this mac and cheese is. I'll give it a A, only because I don't like mac and cheese that much. It was definitely the best mac and cheese that I can think of that I've had at a restaurant. If anything, I'd probably just like the Kraft mac and cheese the best. At least it's nostalgic, you know? It's as creamy as you want it to be. This stuff was very good. It had a good taste to it as well. And if you don't take my word for it, I brought the food home. It was probably been sitting out for like 50 minutes, but my wife had some and she ate some with our 17-month-old daughter, and there was a decent amount left. I didn't eat that much, but they finished it really fast, and my daughter legit cried when it was gone. Like, she doesn't cry or scream that much, but she was throwing a full-on tantrum that this mac and cheese was gone. So there are other Dave's hot chicken mac and cheese fans in this household. What was it next? The chicken strip. Okay, I got a single chicken strip. It was very large, though. It came with pickles and with bread as well, so it kind of presented it as a meal. I think it was only $5, though. It was more food than you'd think one chicken strip would be, just because, again, it was very large. The first thing I did, I dipped that thing straight into the sauce. It basically did what I see people doing with Cane's, again, just like dipping it as far as I could into there, which masked the spiciness at first. I did not get the Reaper, but I got the second spiciest one, which was like extra spicy or whatever it was called. The sauce kind of confused me at first. You can probably see it in the B-roll footage. Like, at first I'm like, oh, it's not that bad, and then it starts to kick in after a second.
It's not that hot. Oh, there it is. There's a spicy.
Pretty spicy. I will say, though, it wasn't as spicy as I was expecting. I was expecting it to be even spicier than that, but hey, I guess next time I'm gonna have to get the Reaper. Maybe we'll do a video or a short or something, or I try the Dave's Hot Chicken Reaper chicken strip. I just want another excuse to eat Dave's Hot Chicken. But yeah, as much as I liked all the other stuff, like the loaded fries and the sandwich and everything, the best item by far for me was just the chicken strip. You get that raw, unadulterated, well, I mean, they cooked the chicken, to be clear. Maybe I need to specify. Chicken was cooked, but there was no other distracting flavors. It was just that chicken. You can really taste the spice. Very tender and juicy, and the seasoning and the spice was so good. And the sauce was so good. I want to go back and get more. Maybe I should go back down to downtown Seattle and have it for dinner. I ate Dave's Hot Chicken every day for 1 week. I would do that, but first of all, it's too far away, and also they don't have enough stuff on the menu. I should have tried this with the honey. I don't think no, maybe I did. I can't remember if I did. Toasty, in the B-roll footage, did I try the chicken with the honey? I can't remember. If I did, it was amazing. If I didn't, it would have been amazing, and I'm confident in saying that, even though I don't remember if I did it or not. That's how good it was. S tier again. So at this point, I was really, really full. I wanted to try the cauliflower bites also, so I ordered them to go.
I still have one more item to eat. I did get it to go. I'm way too full to eat right now, and my stomach hurts. There was a lot of food, and a lot of it was spicy. Luckily for me, I do keep Tums in the car, or Pepto-Bismol, whichever. I'm gonna head home and try the cauliflower bites. Saved the best for last, I'm assuming. We'll see.
All right, I got my cauliflower chicken. I went with hot on this one. I gotta say, it doesn't smell like chicken. It very much smells like cauliflower. I'm assuming it's supposed to taste like chicken, right? I was actually completely misunderstanding what this even was. I thought it was basically like, what do you call the, like fake meat, basically? Like protein-based meat that's supposed to look like meat. Obviously, this is just cauliflower that's breaded in the breading with the seasoning. So I was wrong about that. I'd actually prefer this though than cauliflower that looks like meat, but we'll see how it tastes. Kind of looks like a chicken nugget though. I'm not hungry at all, but I will do my job with minimal complaining. Cheers. Ooh, it's hot. That's hot. I don't like it. It was a joke because I said I wasn't complaining. There you go. I know. I just know every time I do that, Toasty, every time I do a pause and don't know how to continue my own bit, I just know Toasty's gonna leave the whole thing in to make fun of me. This is spicy. Tastes pretty good though. I mean, yeah, it is just battered cauliflower, which again, I kind of like more so than I would of fake meat. At least I'm pretty sure. Let's try it with the sauce. Honestly, it's not bad at all. It's not as good as the chicken, but I mean, obviously it's not gonna be. But if I was either looking for something healthier, I mean, I'm hesitant to say healthier, it's covered in batter and grease, but healthier than the chicken, or if I was vegetarian or something, I could enjoy this. It's actually pretty good, especially after I just ate all those french fries and chicken nuggets in that mac. Oh, I'm so full. This is refreshing. I actually feel like I could eat all this. I'm not going to, but it is more refreshing. This does also come with a bread slice if you want some bread. That's not bad at all. I'd even go as far as to say it's pretty damn good. Giving that a B+. Yeah, a B+. So did Dave's Hot Chicken live up to the hype for me? Yes, definitely. Is it the best chicken restaurant in America? Yes, definitely. Even though I haven't had every chicken restaurant, it still probably is the best. It is the best that I have had. I can say that confidently. Again, I haven't had like Raising Cane's. I'm sure there's a bunch of other places that I haven't had, but as far as chains that I'm aware of, that I have had, that I can remember, it's the best. A few asterisks on there, but it's the best. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want to see some shittier chicken, you can watch me eat KFC for 1 week. That was fun. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.